Hi, this is Davide Biocchi speaking, and here we go for my weekly intermarket analysis. Let's start with the euro dollar that, as we can see, recovered and rebounded from this minimum that was the same that went on 1.037, let's say some years ago, late 2016, beginning of 17. So the situation is that there was a resistance here, that was violated, and now we are probably going to see the next target that could be, in my opinion, very close to the level of 1.08. So very close to this level, starting from from 1.076 to 1.08. This could be, let's say, as the target area that we can find there. So similarly, as we see the rebound of the euro, we see a dollar that is less strong than it was previously, especially if we look at what we call the dollar index. Right now we are around 103. To be honest, the resistance was 103.7. The market was able to go even to 104 and something, but then it came back. So let's say that the growth was very fast, and now the market can come back even more. And this is, let's say, something interesting, because something is happening also in Europe connected to the idea that could be that in a short term also the ECB will tell something about the way they will behave against inflation. So let's see what is going to happen. It's very clear that all this money, all this situation connected to the euro dollar have an impact also, let's say, also with the commodities. So let's have a look at what the crude oil is doing. We are still in the, let's say, sideways, the $20 sideways in between 95 to 115. The market is moving up and down around this level. The problem could be in case of violation, I mean problem for the economy, obviously, but in that case we will have a breakout that could have a potential target around 130. On the other side, let's see what is going to happen, and especially if the market will come back to the support that is around 95, $94 per barrel. Another important relevant commodity is the gold that, as we have seen, was in the middle of a range between the very strong resistance, which is a double top around 2080, and the main support after the COVID, that is 1680. So I expected the market to reach probably this potential level around 1765. The market was not able to reach there, then reacted in advance, and so what we can see right now that we are in between these two resistances. The first one already violated was 1835, and now the next one is 65. So let's see what will happen and if the reaction will continue. This is really interesting. Let's switch immediately after to the stock indices, and let's start with the European one. So the stock 50 is under a downtrend line that is very easy and clear to see. This is a trend line, a downtrend line, but also very close to the potential resistance that we have here. Obviously, the main resistances are around 3,900 to 4,000, around this level. But in the meanwhile, we have to go above this one, and it will be quite problematic. So let's see what is going to happen. Even this morning, we had an open quite good, but later the market European session came down, also in Italy too. So let's see what is going to happen. The DAX, well, the DAX was above in the first, in the early trade was above the price of 14,000. Now is a little bit less. Let's see what is going to happen. Even here, it's easy to see this downtrend line, and we are quite far from the key level of 14,800. That is exactly the level, what I call the level. We have a market below and a market above this kind of level, this kind of resistance. So let's see what is going to happen. It will be really relevant to look at it. For what concerning the US indices, the situation is still continuing to be interesting for what concerning the Russell. The Russell exit from the era where there were sideways. This was the first one, 2021. This was the second one. The level in between is 2,100. This was the sideways for the present year. But right now we must admit that we have a downtrend line and the market is moving around here. So will the market be able to go again above 1,900? Let's see, because in short term it will be probably both a dynamic and a static resistance. So let's see what is going to happen. For what concerning the other two indices, so the S&P 500 and the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq, what we have seen on Friday was a very strong reaction after a movement during the day that was really terrible. So immediately after, we have seen a rebound. The close was very close to the top of the day. So let's see what is going to happen today. It could be really relevant in case the market will confirm the reversal pattern with a very good session. The chart is very similar, quite the same if we compare the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. So the situation is that we need to wait. Today will offer us, let's say, the possibility to analyze a potential reversal pattern or a continuation of the downtrend that we have seen before. So, in my opinion, the fact that it happened on Friday and the fact that everything happened very close to the last part of the market session could, let's say, allow us to think that it can continue, but this is only my opinion, and we need to see the market, what is going to happen. Thank you very much for being here. This is Davide Biocchi from Italy. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye.